carry prostitutes that want to drug you, then you drug them. You want me to come to your house and get high with you as a date? His friend was like, he should carry prostitutes now, that he should try it, He's like, okay, I'll just try it. I said, who do you think you're talking to?
I am a dear sweetie! Hey sweetie, we love baby.
Hello my dolls, hello my sweeties, hello my cupcakes, hello my sugar plums. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey girl, hey boy, hey. And if you're a returning subscriber and #1 supporter, thank you so much for coming back. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you know every time we back with a lit vid, okay? We're getting ready for a day, girl. Like, so I was like, why don't I just do a FaceTime with y'all? Yeah. Now, I thought a plot twist, right? How about we talk about men in Lagos? I think I've not spoken about dating in Lagos since I got to Lagos, right? So I'm going on a date now, but I'm going to be gisting you guys. This is just like a FaceTime call while I do my makeup. But I'm going to be telling you guys about an experience I had with a guy in Lagos. So I just want to disclaim that the guy I'm talking about in this video is not the guy I'm going to see. Yes? Okay. Don't forget to like and subscribe, okay? And grab yourself a drink. I have water because I'm feeling dehydrated. I won't be talking about anything makeup related. We're just gonna be getting ready, okay? So I went for an event. Let's try this again. So I went for an event late last year. Or should I say the event? No, I will say the event. The event ended and well, this is off to a great start. And so it was like after the event and everything, I was on my way home. And when I got into the bus, the guy was in the front seat and then I sat at the corner in the back. So you know how if you're in Lagos, you know how you have to get to a bus stop to get to another bus stop, that kind of thing. So but he and I were going kind of like in the same direction, so we were supposed to enter the next bus together. When we got off the first bus, I found the second bus before he did. So I was like, oh, this is like the bus you're supposed to enter, because I'm all about making life easy for people. Like, if you know me, you know that I'll try my hardest. Do you need help? Like, chill. And then he was like, oh, thank you. I was like, sure, no problem. Now, Playboy follows me to the bed. I said, he was like, are you just coming from this event? I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, did you enjoy it? I was like, yeah, I did. I even walked like the runway and stuff like that. So he was like, oh, that's cool. If you know me personally, you know that okay, so my friends always say that, sorry about the noise, guys. So my friends always say that I do this thing where I have conversations with people like I've known them forever. They also said I should start a podcast or like a talk show because I talk like that. Like I know how to hold conversations very well, right? Anyway, he saw me editing pictures. He was like, oh, I edit pictures. I was like, I do content full time, so like I edit pictures too. So he was like, oh, that's cool. So he asked for my TikTok. I gave him my TikTok. I promise you it gets interesting. I don't know how. Basically, he told me about how he liked walking around his house naked. Now, a lot of people probably do this, and it's not even an issue. Like, hello? But this is somebody who you don't know from Adam. And then he goes on to tell me when his friends come over to see him, they're always like, he should put clothes on. But he actually walks, like, he walks in front of his male friends without clothes, guys. In my mind, I was like, interesting. Don't tell me more. But of course, he kept on talking. So he asked for my number. I was like, me, I don't have a problem giving my number because you see me and the block button. And besides, like, I'm a business. So, of course, have my number. I was like, oh, okay, that, you know, he wants us to get to know each other. I said, no problem. Like, what's my own? Because now, like, always texting me every morning. Like, I would respond when I could. So one day I was just like, oh, okay, I'm free tonight if you want to call me. Now this is where all the gist starts happening. This was like our first proper, like conversation. Per usual, the conversation drilled. Oh my god, so he said telling me how he wants me to be his girl, and I told him, because at that point I just yeah at that point I just got out of a relationship. So I'm telling him that, look, I'm not trying to date nobody's son right now. Like, he goes ahead to say, oh, he understands but he still wants me. I'm like, sometimes I go through some experiences just so I can have gist to give people. So here we are. That he really wants me, that that he wants me to be his girl, that he likes our conversations, and that he knows we'll make a cute couple. You know what them boys be saying, chair. We proceed, and then Playboy is like, have you ever smoked weed before? I'm like, I've tried it once. My ex used to smoke, so I've tried it before. He was like, oh, did you like it? I was like, no, I didn't like it. He was like, you probably took like the cheap kind, that the real one, the real cannabis tastes sweet, has flavors, what. I said, look at you, master's degree in smokology, cute or whatever. Like, he's going to invite me to his house, he'll cook, we'll smoke weed, cuddle, and get high, and that would be a date. I said, surely you can't be talking to me. You want me to come to your house and get high with you as a date? This has to be a simulation. Like, this is a drill. I repeat, this is a fucking drill. It gets worse. Babies, relax. It gets worse, I promise. That's not my idea of a date. Like, that is not a date. She's like, oh no, that he's going to pick a really good movie, or I can pick whatever movie that I like, that like we're going to cuddle and like just smoke weed, get high, what. I said, bruh, what is this? I need to gist somebody, because as that thing was happening there, I knew the next person I was going to call to give this gist. Now, that's the thing. I feel like I have this thing about me that makes people want to just talk. I don't know what it is, but he and his friend went out one evening, and that his friend carried a prostitute. His friend was like, he should carry a prostitute now, that he should try it. He's like, okay, I'll just try it. I said, who do you think you're talking to? So that's how he carried a prostitute, that he has never carried a prostitute in his life. That I said, tell me more. So he didn't want to be a buzzkill, so he carried the prostitute. I said, interesting. But then it gets interesting now. I promise you it does. So Playboy Cardi over here was actually like, so they carried the girl. He was going out to buy something on his way back. So he passed the back door, and the one of the prostitutes that they carried, he saw them put something in their drink. That's the guys now. So he was not like, they didn't know that he had another bottle of that. He now brought out the bottle that they put something in, and the second bottle that was pure. The girls are now confused, according to him, as like which bottle was drugged, which bottle was not drugged, that kind of thing. Last, they served the girls the bottle that was drugged, and the girls slept for 2 days. And like, when they were waking up, he wanted to call his friends. Oh my god, oh my goodness. He wanted to call his friends, like as per reinforcement. There were guys surrounded in the whole house, and like the girls were just there like, oh god, there's nothing in my eye. What happened now? So he was kind of like, he didn't want to be somehow to the girls, so he now said, you know what you did, that you tried to drug us. The girl was like, sorry, it's the handwork of the devil. You know this kind of stuff now. They were just apologizing, like they were just begging and stuff like that. So the guy was like, okay, you know what? We are going to forgive you. But for us to forgive you, transfer 100k to me. Like the guy, transfer 100k to me. So the girls now transferred 100k to him. And then out of that 100k, he now paid for their Uber. Oh my, they don't make this shit up, I swear. Out of that 100k, he now paid for their Uber for them to go home. I said, look at you, philanthropist. Wow, that must have been quite the adventure. Interesting. So now, not only do you carry prostitutes, but you carry prostitutes that want to drug you, then you drug them, then extort them, but then use the money you extort from them to send them home, of course, because philanthropist. Then he goes on to say that, oh, he's really looking for something serious, that he's almost like 30 and he's looking to be with someone that he'll settle down with because he's getting older, and you know, he just wants someone to spend his life with, child, all of that stuff. I said, our priorities are not aligning, because if your idea of a date is together, would you miss me with that bullshit, please? It was crazy. It was ridiculous. He kept saying things like, oh, that you belong to me. I said, look at this one. You think it's by you belong to me? But I was like, he kept saying nonsense like, oh, you belong to me, that you're mine, that, you know, that if you're mine, no one will ever come near you. So after that call, moving forward, this guy was calling me every 2 hours. This guy was calling me every 2 hours. What, like, I had a client. The shoot was scheduled for 10. So I obviously, I'm like, I'm up early. Why did this guy call me before I was awake? He calls me by 6, then he calls me by 8, then he calls me by 10, then he calls me. I'm not joking. The intervals were too consistent. And then he calls by 2, and then he calls by 4. So by 4, I'm done with the client, because obviously in the morning I'm getting ready to go to the client. I'm with the client. By 4, I'm on my way back home, right? And then he calls me by by 4, and then that's when I pick up, right? And then I'm like, did I lose? Like, am I missing? Is something wrong? Because I cannot for the life of me fathom why you're stalking me. Like, it's one thing to be cute and like, oh, you know, like, I want to know if you're okay. That's different. And you don't do that every 2 hours. Sister, I have a life. I don't know if he just sits down in his house to do whatever. I don't know. And then I'm like, I don't have the time to sit like on calls for hours. Like, I'm busy. I have stuff I'm doing. So I'm like, please don't call me randomly. Like, if you want to call me, text me before you call me so I can expect your call, right? And don't call me at random hours in the day. Like, I'm busy, and my phone constantly ringing. It's going to affect my work, my clients, bro. And so he was like, oh wow, okay. He now got pissy. I said, a nigga I don't care about, you're getting pissy. Chill, get the out of my face. A few days later, he just texted me. He was like, hi, that he knows that, you know, like, he was a bit excessive with the calling, but it's just he really couldn't stop thinking about me. So the everyday calling kind of subsided. So he texted me one time. He texted me one time. He was like, "Oh, that his company needs a content creator for something." That like, and then they asked him if he knew any content creators, and he mentioned my name, for recommending me and what. Then he was like, "Oh, that like the HR will reach out to me and all of that." So he now use that as a way to always talk to me because like I said, I'm always busy. Because using that to start, like, okay. I just like this is a waste of my time. So he'd be like, "Oh yeah, I was like, HR reach out to you." I just stopped replying to messages, honestly. It doesn't make any sense that you would tell somebody that you are just talking to for the first time, that your friends, your male friends, see you walk around with you dig out. Nah, it's a simulation, I promise. I don't know what that sound was. So you guys, tell me the crazy dating experiences you had. I mean, I didn't even date this one because God forbid. It is not to my head that they'll use and drug and do you understand? Like, I don't know how you know what I always say that. Oh, no, it's smudged. What the freak. All right guys, so this is the lip combo I'm going for. If you want to see the tutorial, follow me on Instagram. So yes, please let me know what you think in the comment section below about telling somebody on the first conversation that you guys are having, or about someone telling you on the first conversation that you guys are having that he walks around naked in his house in front of his friends for people to see. Or the fact that his idea of a first date is to get high and cuddle. All the pursuit, like, there's so much that sticks out to me. Let me know which part sticks out to you. So I need to get my hair fixed and put my clothes on, and I'm gonna show you. I'm ready for my all the I gotta go. So he already called me like twice, so see you guys in my next video. I love you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, my love. Sweetie, subscribe. Okay, bye.